What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This one is a new world. So we're talking about houses here, and one big shout out to all people who watch me on Twitch. You guys over on Twitch make this video possible. New World closed beta is complete. This is when I made the video, but I wanted to release this before New World goes live, so we can kind of explain how housing works in New World. So housing in New World allows you to teleport to the city free of charge. And the cooldown is based on the tier of house you have, and you can reset that with Azoth. And you can see here the difference in cost is 54 normally, and that's with a huge discount. And then I can do it with 42 if I reset my house cooldown. So it's basically a house allows you to do a free teleport once every so often, and you can reset it for super cheap. So anyway, it's crazy good value. You can have up to 3 houses in the closed beta. You get your first house at level 35. Oh, nope, that's not right. You get first house at level 15. You get your second house at level 35, and then you get your third house at level 55. And so this is basically how you get your houses. And the way I had my house set up is I had one in First Light when I first started the game, so I could teleport back there super cheap. I had my second house in Brightwood, because that's roughly when I hit 35, and I had my third house in Morningdale. And there's a ton of different strategies for doing this. It could be your crafting hubs, it could be the places where your guild is currently set up, your company is currently set up. It could be where you're leveling at, and you can also set up one for your inn, which I currently have mine set up in Reekwater, right? And that gives you one free teleport an hour. So anyway, what kind of benefits do you have in a house? And so I wanted to go over that real quick. So if you look at housing here is 5,000 gold, and because we own this territory, we are getting a discount of 1,000 silver. So that's a 20% discount. And we can see here that our cooldown is a 4-hour cooldown, and we can have 5 trophies in the house, and we can decorate it with 100 other items. So that's one thing. If you go up here to the next tier of house, it goes up to 10,000 silver, which is 8,000 for me, my 20% discount. And the cooldown goes from 4 hours to 3 hours. And the trophy bonus is still 5, and you can get an extra 25 items to decorate your house with. And then there's 2 higher tier houses. I believe there's always 4 tier houses overall. So if you go here, this is a 15,000 silver house, and this has a 2-hour and 30-minute cooldown instead of a 3-hour cooldown, and you get another 25 items. And the highest tier house is 20,000 silver, and you can see here I'm getting a 20% discount, and it's a 2-hour cooldown. So the main thing is a 2-hour cooldown here. You're basically getting half the cooldown of the 5,000 gold house, right? So that is a huge benefit overall, and you get double the items to decorating your house if you care about that. And of course, you can preview the house, so you can preview it, walk around, see what it is. Your first house you buy in New World is half price, so you want to make sure that when you're buying a house, that you actually buy a house that is the most expensive you can currently afford if you want to invest, because saving half the money is absolutely huge. So I bought my first house in First Light, and it was a 10,000 silver house, and I got it for 5,000 silver because it was half off. So for your first house, make sure you buy a house that and really think about that, so you can save tons of gold on that. Now, we're going to buy this house right here. So this is going to have a 4-hour cooldown and 100 items, 5 trophies. So we're going to buy this. So we bought this. We are now a homeowner in Brightwood. So this is what the house looks like. We can decorate the house. And we have a storage chest here. And this will actually increase your storage. So we'll go take a look first at the storage. All right, you can currently see my storage is at 1,227. and it's way overweight with all this stuff in here. And we're gonna go and put this chest in here, and you can only put one chest in your house. So we're gonna put that in there, and that is 200 LT for our warehouse. So now we are at 1,250, and so that has been increased overall. So this is something to keep in mind that you can do that. There's other ones as well. We'll go to the marketplace real quick and look them all up. These are furniture items that you have to craft. They can drop in the open world, so you can check the marketplace every so often and you'll find them. This is going to be crazy good money for people who want to craft these early on for the house. So if you go here, you type in chest. So, and here's a whole list of all the ones here. Nope. So, see, here's the Hoon one. The iron one is also another popular one that people like making. You can see there's one up here for 6,000 gold. And again, these are crafted. Here's a whole list of them here. So you can see here, there's cursed, there's polished marble. This is, I believe, 500 weight for your storage. But yeah, these are something definitely to keep your eye out for and see if you can pick anything up. And there's currently 2 available in the marketplace. All right, the other thing that you can do with your house, aside from teleporting to it and increasing your storage, is you can add things called trophies. So I believe we have some trophies over here. They might be in my other storage. Let's go to Brightwood real quick. So we're going to reset the Azov cost. And you can see here, now we can recall. The other thing you can do is put trophies. And these trophies, there's a huge variety of trophies that you can create with furniture crafting. And one of these trophies will actually increase like your enchantment or your mining or your skinning. And so these stack. There's a miner. There's 3 different tiers of this overall. This is my house here. All right, so you can see here, that right up there. These are trophies. You can see them over here. All right. So if you go over here to the marketplace and you type in trophies, you're going to actually see that there's different types and these stack with each other. So when we did our testing on this must have been to my bank. When we did our testing on this, you can do major, minor, and you can put in all 3 houses. And that is basically 9 buffs to your rare drops that you can get when mining or logging or skinning or harvesting. You can also do the same thing for crafting gear. And when you do crafting gear, it actually increases the minimum on it. So instead of being 135 here, you can actually increase the minimum. And it'll go up to like 150, for example. So the miner, I believe, is 3 potential gear score. So if you had that in 3 houses, that would be 9. That puts us up to 244. And if you had the other ones, that would be, I believe, 4 and 5. So you actually increase it by, I think it's around like 36 total or something like that. So it's very, very strong for reducing the RNG when crafting items. And furniture crafting, trophy buffs, and let's see, can we see all the ones in here? Yeah, so you can see all the ones in here. So you have minor, you have basic, and then you have major. So you can see here, major trophy, this one right here, Grants a large bonus when fighting ancient mobs. So it actually has like a damage increase. So anyway, the point here is that these stack up and you can put these in your house, and you can put 5 trophies per house. It does not increase or decrease with the size of your house. So you can put 5 in a small house, 5 in a large house, and they're all the same. Very, very, very powerful. All right, so here we're back at the house. We can put these up anywhere. So we'll just put these out here. We'll show off our trophies so people can know what trophies we have active. And what's really cool is your guildmates will actually be able to see these if they run by. So you can see here that I can still see my house. And we can look around here and we can see that this person has some bunnies. And we can enter this house here. And you can see that this is actually my guildmate. My guildmate is actually the person who has all this. A well-decorated house. So, and then the last thing here is now that you know how trophies work, and like you can get minor, basic, and major, right, in those stack. The next thing that we need to show you guys is the life buffs. So one of the things that a town can offer you is improvement lifestyle. And so these are buffs that you get if you own a house in this territory, and these are given to you upon completion. So these are crafting buff, right? And so these crafting buffs, like this is engineering, and this engineering buff, once you get it, it will apply to your character until the buff goes away. And this only applies once the town board is complete. So let's look here. Here's the town board. You see the current Hell and Hearty, right? And you can see this is currently in progress, right? It's currently in progress. It's about, I don't know what that is, roughly like 80% or something like that. Roughly 8% of the way to complete. And once this completes, if you own a house, you get that buff for the remaining time, even if you sell your house. So this is life improvements, 8% done. This is 10% health bonus for 3 days. And so if you own a house, once this project is complete on the town board, you will get that buff for 3 days, even if you sell your house, even if you don't pay your taxes on your house and you'll lose your house, you will have that buff for 3 days. And so there's some strategy here where you can, like, you know, try to get HP buff, defense buff, and corrupted buff at the same time with 3 different houses in different locations. And so you can use all those to your advantage. So it's actually really, really nice to be able to grab those. And some other things like mining and lumberjack and Brightwood. Mining and lumbering is very, very good. And so those are also buffs that we've gotten for our territory here. So that's another thing to keep in mind for your house. Those are the 3 major reasons to have a house. You know, basically, like I said, trophies, the life improvement buffs, and your storage buff. That's basically all there is to housing right now, aside from the teleports. So hopefully it kind of gives you some insight on what that is. Where I chose my houses originally was First Light, Brightwood, and Morningdale, because I thought that was really good spacing, so I could teleport around the entire game world very, very easily for very, very cheap. You can see over here, my teleport cost is 48, and I can do that from anywhere in the entire world for 48, which is very, very good. You know, if I look down here, my teleport cost is currently 284, so I can do that. If I had a house down in First Light, that would be around 50 Azoth to teleport down there instead of 284. So you can really optimize a whole lot with that. Personally, I think it just depends on how you're playing the game, what you want to do. Hopefully this gives you some help. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one.